Okay, so my name is Höjman. I am the CEO and co-owner of a company called Tailor store. We're making tailor-made shirts and we sell them online on the internet. We have a subsidiary in Sri Lanka, in Alawa, where we have a factory, 430 people employed. We've been there since 2004 and we built the factory in 2006. And I want to share with you some experiences from our investment in Sri Lanka. The mother company, the parent company is Swedish, Tailor store, based in Helsingborg. And we came up with the idea in 2003-2004 to make it tailor-made and made-to-measure clothes and sell them online. And one of my friends and the founder of the company, Magnus Lodberg, he visited Sri Lanka and found out that this is an excellent country for manufacturing of apparel and textile garments. So based on that experience, we decided to manufacture our garments in Sri Lanka. And the business expanded in 2004-2005, and we decided in 2006 that we need our own facilities. So we contacted BOI, the Board of Investment, in Colombo, and found out that they had a program running with, well, you had a tax relief for 5 years if you invested a certain amount of money and employed 200 people within the next 2 years. So, to make a long story short, we made an agreement with BOI, and that was an excellent experience because it was kind of a one-stop shop. We had one contact person with BOI. We met him and we discussed the agreement and we signed the agreement. It was a very smooth process, I would say. And based on that we started to build, and in 2007 we opened up, we had the Minister of Labour and other ministers visiting us. It was a fantastic event with a lot of attention and one of the best moments in my business life actually, to open up the factory. We hired more people, and today we are, as I mentioned, 430 people working in the factory. We do shirts, we do suits, and chinos, underwear, and we ship them twice a week from the factory with air from Colombo Airport to Europe, back into Sweden, Helsingborg, where we split the consignments into smaller shipments to the customers all over the world. We have 175,000 customers across the globe, primarily in Europe. And the business is expanding. Today the turnover is 50 million Swedish kronor and growing. And we are supplied only from our own factory in Sri Lanka, so that's a deliberate strategy that we have to control our own supply chain. Our experience with investment in Sri Lanka has been very positive, partly because of the BOI one-stop shop experience, and also logistics, that there is a good harbour facility in Colombo. There is an airport that functions very well. Road system, okay, it could be better, but it's improving dramatically over the last couple of years. So there's no problem today with transportation within the country. Other things, positive things with Sri Lanka is there's a good supply of labour when it comes to textile. A lot of textile industries in Sri Lanka since many years, and we can easily find, well, that's maybe an exaggeration. You can find people and you can train them, educate them, and there is experience within from textile manufacturing. Also on the management level, we're well supplied. There's a good education system in the country, up to university level, with universities in Kandy, for instance. Our managing director he's a civil engineer and took his exam in Kandy. And on the management level, they speak very well English, so communication is not a problem on that level. Other things that work well in Sri Lanka is the culture and the climate, the food, and the whole atmosphere is very positive. And I travel a lot, and I'm very glad every time I have a reason to go to Sri Lanka. I stay normally a couple of weeks at a time and enjoy it very much. So there are rational reasons why we invest in Sri Lanka, but there are also emotional reasons. It's a beautiful country, as I've said, and there are so many positive aspects to it. Challenges, to balance the picture a bit, there is a different view when it comes to respecting times and deadlines. We as Swedes and Europeans are more used to, if you have agreed upon the deadline, that is the deadline you will meet. And maybe there's not the same view on that as Sri Lanka. And you have to get used to that. It's something you can work around it, but you have to talk about it with your business partners, so there's a common understanding on why you don't meet deadlines all the time, or every time. Or other challenges, I think I mentioned the road system. It has been pretty bad, but it's much better in the last couple of years. And there are investments done by the government now improving it even further. So that is not the problem. And if you look at cultural things when it comes to organization and leadership, there are definitely differences between European ways of leading a company and the Sri Lankan way of leading a company. In Sri Lanka, you don't really question things. You do what the boss says. The boss is always right, and so forth. And maybe the Western way of running business is that you can always challenge, you can always question, and we try to influence our organization there that it's okay to say that something is wrong and raise that question, because that will improve the performance of the company as a total. And this is an interesting discussion I have in different ways. Every time I'm there, I talk to the management about leadership values. And the good thing about it is that you can talk about it and you can develop it, and they are very willing to accept that there are differences, and they try to improve and adapt our values. And to have a successful cooperation, you need to understand that there are differences. I'm not saying that we can or even should change all the differences, but we have to understand each other, and that's definitely possible when it comes to business talks in Sri Lanka. So that's a bit about the experiences, and we have in Tailor store we have bought a piece of land, so we plan to invest even further and build a new factory. It will be sustainable from an environmental point of view. And by the way, I forgot to mention that we're heavily involved in CSR activities. We support schools. We are carbon dioxide neutral since a year back, or half a year back, by planting rainforest in the southern part of the country, in between Singara and Kanelia rainforests. And when it comes to expertise in this area, there are very skilled managers and consultants in Sri Lanka. This is a bit about our investment, our engagement, and we're very happy to be in Sri Lanka, and I look forward to do business with Sri Lanka for many years to come. Thank you.